Good day, my fellow Vikings. This is Ash, and I'm now here. I feel like I'm done with my 10-hour build, so let's go. Of course, now it's more than 10 hours because, yeah. So this is the place where you cook your food. Makes a lot of sense. There's the boat. Hopefully the weather clears up. It's about to be noon. If it isn't noon... speaking of weather clearing up, let's... well, let's take the advantage, eh? So this land here I raised, it used to not exist. I mean, the island existed, but I guess, according to the map, as we can see, this underneath me, I raised this terrain up from the ocean floor. It used to go here-ish, but I extended it out, and yeah. Not sure what it should be used for, if it should be used at all, but it exists. And I consider removing it because it doesn't look too nice. The problem is, of course, the pickaxe is very square in its mining. If you've tried to do terrain manipulation, you've noticed that it works strangely. Thankfully, I can get underwater and even mine down here. So I'm about to start my own survival character, and yeah, this is gonna be nice. Now it's pretty hard to showcase this side of the building because we're close to the mist, and yeah, fog always happens if I go back here. But yeah, I like that window, I love it. I managed to somehow... oh, world save. Somehow I managed to patch up the ceiling, even though I tried to slope it from here as well, but... yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to work with something like this that has a very unique shape to the roof. Not to mention a few tiles maybe clipping through here and there. But yeah, it ended up working fine. And I've added some beams here to make it look like a door frame, because doors come without the top beam. I don't know why. Although you tend to crash into that beam if it's a normal door. I added this fancy looking stuff because I saw other people doing it and I was like, oh hey, that looks kinda cool, I want that. I also consider taking out the middle row and just having walls, so it's like every other, or maybe taking out the other middle row, so this would function more like a window. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that on the floor above. Not top floor, but yeah. Maybe I could do it, yeah. Yeah, I can see that maybe working. And yeah, here we have our dock. You can just run into the boat, and if you have any jump skill, you can jump out of the boat. Right now it's low tide, but yeah. There we go, now you can just jump out of the boat. Dang it. That's the first time that's happened. But yeah, you can always use the ladder to get back up. Wait. Yeah, so it might take a little bit of practice to get to and from the boat, but yeah, it works. I like it. Decided to put some dragon heads there, and yeah, the height's pretty good. You don't jump into it too often when jumping to the boat or from the boat. You know, one lower would be too low, two pillars would make it too high. And here we have a thing I'm super proud of. It's the farm. Yeah, we got farmland, baby, with torches. And I really like this staircase on this side. Holy crap, that looks so smooth, and that's so good. That was unintentional. And on this side, yeah. It used to be even more uneven, so I've gone with a pickaxe, and that's why it's... well, that's why water is getting in there, but whatever. But yeah, I think this looks real good. I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't care that because of the terrain system I'll have a few artifacts of stone along the side. I think it's fine. It looks like it's built into the terrain. I like it. So yeah, you can grow your food here. You could even grow your trees here if you dare, but where's that log gonna fall? What's that gonna break? Well, I guess it's possible to make another one of those with stone going all the way up, and that way if the stone goes all the way up, the tree could fall and just hit rock and not do too much damage. No, makes sense to me. And this right here, I don't know, it could be a bedroom, it could be a different kind of room. I decided to just make this like a meeting room, don't really know why, just felt like it. You just come in here and booyah, get to meet the king, I suppose. I feel like it's missing something. Boop. Yeah. So, let's go and have a look at the second floor. So, I'm not sure exactly how to place stuff, but I'm imagining that this side would be used for the forge, and this side would be used for the workbench. Goddamn brain. Yeah, so I made a little general crafting area. I used to have these flipped 90 degrees against the wall, but then I realized the upgrades wouldn't reach, so it's a bit awkward. You know, the upgrades to the workbench and the forge, they should really have more range. There are, of course, 2 more types of workbenches in the game, but I will, you know, I'm not gonna place them yet, because I want to unlock them when I unlock them, you know, in my single player, on my single player character, yeah. And if other people use this map, it's maybe best not to give them everything at the start. Don't want to mess with progression too much. And here we have, yeah, chests. Chests, oh plenty. You can't really label them without charcoals. I wonder if I should put up signs that are just empty. And, yeah, let people put on the signs whatever they want. Maybe. The door's a bit awkward to close from the outside, but that's okay. I've also made a nice staircase and even patched up the little gap that's there. And this is where the player would of course respawn if they're playing in single player. This room has a comfort level of 15, which you could raise to 17 using a hearth if you built one. I decided not to build a hearth because it's a bit big and gets kinda in the way, I feel. You would have to probably place down some stone and build the hearth on that, and there are multiple different kinds of stones you can put down. I also like that you can't really burn yourself on the braziers, and they count as a campfire, so you get the fire buff and thereby the rested buff. But if you wonder why the comfort says 14 currently and not 15, that's because it's a bug, and that'll probably be fixed in the future. And here's, you know, the bedroom for 7 additional people. And this is what causes the comfort to be 14 at the time of recording, when it should be 15. The nice thing is that if you respawn, you know, and you're playing a multiplayer, yeah, everybody gets the rested buff, and everybody has their own personal chest. So, if we continue up, we have reached the top, and this is intended to be a portal room. So, I don't know if people would like portals to be more accessible, but this is where I would have my portal room, at the top of the wizard's tower, perhaps. Yeah. So there's plenty of space. I planned for the portals to go, you know, here, you know, so every wall without a torch. I'll probably add some signs later to indicate that. But yeah, that's my tower. I like my tower. And I also like outside staircases. I've been a fan of that since, I don't remember what game, but it's been a few years. I like staircases going around a building. It looks kind of nice, looks kind of cool. And yeah, I plugged the hole with a single plank, which worked really well here for the roof. Nothing's clipping through. I like that. So you no longer get cold all the way down here. Yeah, I used to get cold or wet down here. But yeah, you can jump all the way down if you want. You know, here's the portal floor. If you need to get down fast, you can just jump. Jump down 5 floors all at once. I kinda like it. I once tried putting a pole all the way through and didn't quite like it. The holes could also be plugged up. using a single wooden plank, but I find that it leaves tiny gaps that I don't like. So I prefer leaving the circle, but I can see some people being really clumsy and preferring to close that. So yeah, if you want to close it, you want to close it. If you want to change anything, then hey, you want to change. I considered even adding some type of, is it called a veranda in English? It doesn't sound right. You know, some outy sticky thing with a fence that you can just enjoy. Yeah, something that lets you enjoy the outdoors. I might add that to that floor. I don't really want it to be on top of this staircase or above the staircase, but that could be done. I could make it kind of round too. I mean, circles are pretty easy. But yeah, thanks for watching my build video, or my, I suppose, house tour video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Have fun.